What's up, glitches? It is I, Game Overlord V, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. So, I like Souls-likes. I like Souls games. I like Souls-likes. I like anything that's Souls-related a lot. I don't usually have a chance to... Wow, that is loud. Okay, actually, I might lower that. Hold on, give me a second. There we go. Negative 12.5. That's about as much as I'm willing to put it. Wow, that is some epic music. Wow, that is loud. Hold on. That is very loud. Wow, that is loud. Like, Jesus. Also, don't worry, I already turned off motion blur, I think. Yeah, there it is. Already turned it off. And I turned up the gamma a little bit because it's... the game, if I remember correctly, is very, very dark. Anyway, I like Souls games. I like Souls-likes. But usually they're a little bit too on the long... You know, on the long scope of things. Then I don't have the time to record. Like, I would love to do Dark Souls 3... But A, I would feel inclined to play Dark Souls 1 and 2 before I do that. And I don't want to do 2. If I do 2, 2 is a sub goal. Hold on, where is that? I have my sub list here. My like subscriber goal list here somewhere. There it is. Where is it on there? Hold on, it's somewhere. There it is. I have Dark Souls 2 there as a sub goal because I don't want to play it. I'll play it if you guys ever get me to that number. Personally, I don't think it's a realistic number. I don't think we're gonna reach that number. But if we ever do, I'll play Dark Souls 2 and that'll kind of open the door to playing Dark Souls 1 and 3. So, Kingdom Hearts is there. Bloodborne, Valkyria Chronicles, Bioshock, Far Cry, Metal Gear Rising, Outlast, Code Vein. Another great Souls-like. But anyway, let me get that off the screen. Boop. Okay, let's start the game so that I could make this music quiet down. But this is Thymesia. This is a Souls-like that came out a few years back. And in my opinion, it is personally very underrated. Well, underrated, but also it makes sense why it's underrated. See, the reason I'm playing this game and not Dark Souls 3 or 1 or Bloodborne or something else like that is because those games are, you know, those games are usually more than 20 hours long, even with somebody that knows what they're doing. And, you know, especially like Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. Elden Ring's super long. I am playing that for the channel. Are you crazy? Whereas this Thymesia is actually really short. And that's both a good thing and a bad thing. I'm just going to get that out of the way. This is going to be a short playthrough. This is maybe 5 hours. And that's if we do everything, I think. If I remember correctly, if I don't like get stuck somewhere. This game is not very long. It is a Souls-like, and honestly, I think if you focus only on like the main story, I think you could beat this game faster than 5 hours. But there's a bunch of there's a couple of reasons why this game didn't take off. One, it's similar but very, very different at the same time to Bloodborne, and those controls are something that people really have to get used to. B, it is super short. It is super duper short. It's like 15 to 20 bucks, but it is like, as I said, less than 5 hours long to beat everything on average. So, you know, it's like bang for your buck is like, you know, you could just get Dark Souls 1 or 3 and probably get more money, more stuff. So that's another reason why it didn't take off. And in my opinion, one of the biggest reasons why this game didn't take off is that a lot of its good content is in side missions, and the first side missions give a very bad impression of what side missions are. You'll see what I mean later, but I just really wanted to get that off my chest right now. Anyway, Hermes Fortress. Oh yeah, and it's been like frigging years since I've touched this game, so I'm gonna be very rusty. Sorry, I'm recording this in the afternoon. Anyway, Hermes Kingdom, the land of alchemy. It is said that the alchemy employed here transforms diseases into antidotes. The people of Hermes were protected by this mystical art, and the kingdom became one of the most powerful nations on the continent. In the beginning. Oh, there's no voice acting. It wasn't until the livestock began dying that and those who had been infected began shrieking out in pain that they realized a deadly plague had befallen them. The various kingdoms tried to fend off the sickness and ghastly creatures, but their efforts were futile, and despair engulfed the entire continent. I might shrink myself. Hold on. That should do. Hermes Kingdom, founded atop a colossal tree, quickly rose to power due to their use of a miraculous alchemical science. As the plague ravaged the lands, they relied on alchemy to light the blessed flame. But where there is light, there will always be shadow. Also, I have Mountain Dew. We are playing as Corvus. Let's see, let's L2 to click L3 to sprint. R2 look around, X to interact, blah blah blah, menus, yep. Use this to return to your last visited. You lose all memory shards, probably souls. Okay, let's see. Basic, yep. Auto saves. Enemies gain super armor when attacking. Fills their counterattack gauge. It may cause them to... Okay, so yeah, the more you attack an enemy, the more likely it will to attack back. Got it. Okay, we got strategy. We got strategies: feather, claw, dodge, deflect, and saber. And we got stats. We got potions, general potions 3. Then we got plague weapons and stuff. But we'll figure that out later. Due to the recent epidemic outbreak, Hermes Kingdom is declaring a state of emergency. All citizens must abide by the following orders. Are forbidden from going out. Essential supplies will be distributed by the knights. Any sightings of plague-like symptoms or mutations must be immediately reported to be dealt with. Any corpses or unclean objects must be handed over to the relevant personnel for incineration and purification. Effective date immediately. Okay. Follow the commands and reach and search for the cores. Crumpled up piece of paper. Okay, so the thing with this game that I remember is that your attacks are not necessarily fatal. You're dealing damage, and then they have like this second layer of what I call recoverable health. So, which is the green bar that you see above that enemy there. Like, you see he's hitting him, and then you see the green bar. When the green bar runs out, they die. It's like, I think it's like the if you hit them but then you leave them alone, they refill up to the maximum of the green bar. And then when they run out of the green bar, dead. Okay. Oh, one just before, okay, to deflect. Okay, we got the Sekiro deflection. Damages the enemy and negates any damage to me. Okay. Just a dead guy. A deadly silence hangs over the streets and the city completely sealed off. There's no food to be found nor any water. Rip. Okay, and that's running. This is me normally. Oh. Click to lock on. When locked on, move right analog stick to change targets. Yep. Ow. Ow. Oh. You are the devourer. Wield your claws. Okay, here we go. The second means. We got this claw attack. It deals damage a lot. It deals basically, like right now, these weak enemies we could just kill with our normal slashes, but bigger, beefier enemies, we're gonna have to like whittle them down with normal slashes and then use these claw attacks to get rid of their healing. Ow, you jerk. Ow. Oh, hold R2, fully charge, and you can basically... There we go. And then press triangle to use it. You essentially can... Well, let's see, how do I... Okay, up on the D-pad to heal. Okay, so yeah, if we can use that, basically, we can use this. Like a hold R2, charge R2, you could say, to on any enemy, and we are essentially taking, their weapon. Ow, you jerk! Stop it! I just wanted this thing. A lore. The King's Dagger and the Grey Armor. They are our last hope. They led the survivors and tried to make things right. The infected corpses were burned to purify them of the sickness. Beacon. Resting at the beacon will save the progress. Refill your Estus flask, basically. Restore your energy, restore your health, and resurrect most of the enemies. Okay. Okay, so that's the main path. That's where I'm supposed to go. Was there anything else this way? I thought there was like... Oh, we can't go this way because the fire's in... Okay. I thought we could go around the fire. My bad. Mm-hmm. Ah, okay. And for some reason, it's not letting me level up or use any of this other stuff. I wonder why. Anyway. Feathers, as lethal as iron arrows, pierce their weaknesses. Okay, so these are more tricky. We essentially have, like, in Bloodborne, you had like this, like these guns that you could counterattack with. In this game, it's these. You essentially have like these three. Like you see it next to my arm, down there. The 3 Estus flask on the top, and then the 3 feathers. You could throw up to 3 and then they'll recharge. But you could use these for 2 reasons. One, if you time it perfectly, you can basically cancel the enemy's attack. Like this guy's doing. The other reason you will want to use this is essentially like, let's say you're hitting the enemy and the enemy backs off and now they're waiting to heal their health. You can throw the feather to like stop them from healing for longer. Like, oh, they're gonna heal their health in 10 seconds. Oh, it's 2 seconds. You hit them with the feather. Oh, now it's back to 10 seconds. You could just delay their healing with these feathers. And they do, I think, do like a very tiny amount of health, but it's not worth it. Yep. L2. Critical. Regenerate feathers over time. Yep. Okay. I should not have used that. Ow. 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 Nope. Give me that sword. Thanks for the sword. And he's down. Freaking die. Okay, I actually want some practice with that guy, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get my stuff back. I wanna practice with him. Okay, there we go. Oh, he doesn't come back. Oh. Dang. I wanted practice. Oh well, okay. Lore. How did this all begin? They said the incident occurred on the days of the king's birthday. Previously, the plague was only spreading outside the kingdom, but after the outbreak, all have gone mad. You know what? I'll voice those. I'll voice those. Why not? They're little random lore things, and they're not too often. Okay, we can either go up or down. Nothing over here. Okay, what's down? Hello? Yoink! And we have a spear. A lot of dead people. We're on the other side of the fire. Cool, cool, cool. This guy, that spear was useful. Loud car, now is not the time. The pathway to all regions of the kingdom are either lined with monsters or blocked by soldiers. None can leave. None can enter. Why am I doing this terrible impression of a British man? I don't know. Some sort of gothic British abomination voice. Not exactly sure. I'm just kind of ripping off that just kind of ripping off the Bloodborne guys at this point. Well, time to die. Hey there. Hi there, super important people to the lore that we're probably not gonna find out about until way, way later. Hey there. Well, we're gonna die. Varg. Also, it's cool. Anamusha's ready. Oh my god, I'm dead. Well, you know what? Where's my dad? There's my dad.
You're pretty good.
Man, I haven't busted that out in a while. But yeah. That we're supposed to lose to that guy, but technically, if you're if you perfect dodge, you can quote unquote defeat him. But then nothing happens. He just kind of QTE grabs and kills you anyway. But you can defeat him, but he two-shots you, so ain't happening. Philosopher's Hill. Hermes' kingdom was built on top of a colossal tree. When national issues became overwhelming, kings of past generations would retreat to the core of this mystical forest. Legend has it that here they can access the wisdom of their ancestors. As such, it has been given the name Philosopher's Hill. Oh, right. No, not voice acted. You were badly hurt. Luckily, you made it back in time. My name is Izumi. Corvus, do you remember what you did? You need the right formula to use Hermes' answer. It appears that the injury caused you to lose your memory, so perhaps it would be helpful to start with a description of what you do remember. Come back when you've got your memories in order. Until then, you can walk around. It might help you jog your memory. The families of the Knightly Order petitioned the king to stop sending knights to battle outside the kingdom borders. The former chairman of the Institute of Alchemical Studies, Emerald, has officially appointed someone to take her position. Emerald said that she wanted someone with even greater abilities than herself to lead the alchemical research in Hermes. The Twilight Circus, hailing from the Sea of Trees, was once again invited to perform in the royal court. As expected, Ringmaster Odur new performance was received with great acclaim. I wonder if that guy's gonna be important later. Corvus can recall his memories by revisiting locations and quests in the map. More memories and locations are unlocked when he starts to remember. Okay. Okay, so I'll explain that in a moment. First, Izumi's journal. Philosopher's Hill is the royal family sanctuary. Every fall, father would take us here. He says that on the hill he is not king, but merely a father and friend. There is no need for formalities here. He would say after... Hold on. He would say, after the outbreak, domestic matters became pressing and our visits to the place grew less and less. Okay, so this person is probably royalty? Are you ready to recall? Okay, so we could start from there or this map. Okay. Philosopher's Hill. This is our, like, central hub, for lack of a better word. There's nothing really here. Let's be completely honest. There's nothing here. It's fancy schmancy. It looks nice. There's this little area over here. Oh, what's this? Ancient words by the gate. It is the exhortation of the former kings. He who examines himself shall never be lost. And then more. Edward the Blessed. Neat. Notes. What brings me the greatest joy is coming to Philosopher's Hill with the children every year. Watching them run about, playing together never fails to help me forget the turmoil of the kingdom. Recently, some strange sickness plagued the land beyond our borders. I must make sure our kingdom is prepared. Oh, so I would assume Edward the Blessed is the king. I would assume. But yeah, this is our, like, central hub. But besides eye candy, it's not really important. It's literally the only thing you need to know is this, honestly. This stuff and what's inside the building. Because, talking with the kid or going here, It's stage based. It's like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 type of stuff. So we're at the Sea of Trees, part 1. Part 1 of 1. In the early days of the plague, the nobles banished all criminals, the poor and the sickly, to a lower level of the kingdom known as the Sea of Trees. The upper rings of society, living above the slum, care nothing for their lives. They refer to them as the hopeless, letting them succumb to sickness and all matter of ghastly creatures. So the way that this game rolls is that we're not actually going to these places right now. We're remembering that Corvus has already gone to these places and learned things. And using the information that he has pieced together from his memories, we're using that information to create something to save the world. But like, so in theory, Corvus in the tutorial was like already had all the knowledge to save the world, all of the special abilities. We just weren't allowed to use them for some reason. And now he has amnesia because he got killed and resurrected by the kid. Anyway, Sea of Trees. In the early days of the plague, the nobles... I already read that. The Sea of Trees. Corvus can use memory shards to enhance his attributes. Strength for saber attacks and wound damage. Vitality for health. We're gonna need a lot of that health. Plague for claw damage and maximum energy. And you gain 1 talent point each time you increase an attribute up to level 25. So we do have a level cap. We can be level 25. Oh, and then cease recall, we just leave. Okay, we have enough for 2 level ups. Okay, so first off, we're gonna want as much... I mean, health is good. Okay, you know what? Well, let's prioritize strength for now. But look at that. We leveled up twice, so now we're level 3. But on top of just, you know, stat boosts, now we can use this. Now we can put some stats into these. Let's see. 3-hit combo. That's our basic stuff. 5-hit combo. Ooh, and then we can junction out. While in the air, press R1 to perform a fast downward slash. Execution, approach a dazed enemy and execute them. After performing an execution, some health and energy will be restored based on the level of the enemy. See, now that is useful in general. Like, all this stuff is neat. Increase saber attack damage. Restore energy while hitting enemies with saber attacks. Whew. Deflection. Already unlocked, but... when successfully deflecting, the enemy counterattack... oh, it stops the enemies from attacking back. Increases deflect damage. Can deflect enemy counterattacks, but you'll be knocked back and gain 1 stack of offense. Or slightly increases deflection time, but decrease deflect damage. So you deflect easier, but it does less. Okay, what's this? Or hold L1 to enter defense mode. Reduces 70% of basic attack, but can 85 and 75% of damage against critical attacks. Okay, so you can either learn to parry or be a baby and just take it. When deflecting, some energy will be restored. That's pretty good. Dodge. Sidestep. Perform a second dodge. After successfully dodging, gain 1 stack of offense. You can dodge twice, and the second dodge is longer. Wait. Uh-huh. Oh, but there's like a slight cooldown, right? There's like it takes him a second to do stuff. After successfully dodging enemy attacks, gain 1 stack of defense buff. Ah. Okay, so this one is made for you to dodge slightly to the side and attack back. Whereas this one is designed to dodge to the side and actually away from the enemy. Okay. Press circle towards an enemy right before their critical attack to jump and interrupt it. Towards the enemy. And your energy will be restored. The enemy counterattack gauge will be restored. Oh, okay, it's quick recovery from... Like, you get hit, you're stunned, you press circle to dodge out of the way better. That'll be useful if I get, like... So it stops you from getting stun locked. Okay, let's see, what is this? Long Claw. Charge forward and perform a claw attack. We have Long Claw version 2. And the damage increased by a bit. Short Claw. Okay, so multiple smaller claw attacks. Oh, but wait, when hitting enemy with a short claw, gain 1 stack of offense. Oh, when having 5 stacks of offense. Every short claw that hits the enemy restores some health. Ooh, that's pretty good. This one's safer though, in my opinion. I'm probably gonna go with this one. Okay, so this one is definitely a use it and then freaking restore your health and go crazy. Versus this one where it's like use it from farther away. What is this? Gain super armor when performing the... Okay, that's the... Like, if they're using a spear, you take the ability... You take a magical spear. They're using arrows, you take their magical arrows. They're using sword, you make a magical sword. Ooh. Okay, what's this? Whenever Corvus deals damage to claw attacks, energy will be restored. While in the air, press R2 to perform Gliding Claw. A lot of damage. Okay, so it's a counter attack. Then we got feathers. There's a lot of upgrades here. Maximum number of feathers. Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic for a second because car. Okay. Maximum number of feathers, that's good. Regenerate the feather faster, that's also good. Gain a stack of swiftness, greatly increasing the charge speed of your next predator claw. Feather darts leave more wounds on the enemy. Oh, when you're interrupting their special attacks with a feather, you get another feather for free. After throwing a feather, oh, L2 again to perform a feather dash. So you could chain it into an attack. And you could gain offense and defense from that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That lets me zoom in close. Huh? Wait. Corvus uses his wings to perform melee attack and interrupt instead. Okay, so he gains a close range feather attack. But what does it do? Is it just a close range parry? 1 stack of offense. Yeah, it just seems like it's like the feather is one thing, but this seems like it's just like if you're used to using a shield in Dark Souls to parry, this seems more like your thing. I mean, it's not bad. And then what strategies? Can carry 2 plague weapons at the same time. Ooh. Square and triangle for... Wait. Yeah. Because R1 and... Okay. Dealing damage to the enemy leaves wounds on the... Okay. Oh, extends time taken before enemy wounds start heal... Okay, now that's pretty good. That stops the enemy from healing. Further extends it and reduces their healing. Gain a second slot. Hold on. Yeah, gain a second slot for plague weapons unlocked through... Okay. Okay, so you could carry 2 of them. Consume health instead of energy. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You friggin' I don't want to do that. When taking damage, there's a 30% chance to reduce incoming damage by 10. 20. When taking lethal damage, and Corvus has 1 or more potions, it will be used automatically. Can only be used once and needs to be reset. After taking damage, a small amount of energy restored. Slightly increases item drop. Okay, now. Okay, so. Okay, so call it a hunch. I think this early on in the game is probably a good idea. Call it a hunch. I don't know. Something that gives me more items just seems like a good idea. When your health is full, you do more damage. When your health is full, you get more energy. When your health is lower than 20, you get more attack. Okay. Yeah, this item 1 seems important. Okay, frick, they're all good. I'm gonna use this because, hey, healing and energy just for killing enemies seems like a really good idea. And luck for the increased item drop rate seems like a good idea for now. And also, here's actually a really cool thing about this game specifically. If you don't like the ability, you could just reset it. You could just get rid of it and just you get those skill points back. That's amazing. If you don't like a thing, you could just get rid of it. Get a new thing. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now, but probably the next episode should go up the same day if you're watching this live. The next episode will go up the same day. That's gonna be it for this episode. We covered the, like, how everything works. We covered, like, the basics of lore. We don't need to worry about it anymore. Next time, straight to the action, into the action, straight to the action. We are going to... Next time, we're gonna see if we can clear out the entirety of the first level, the first big level of this game. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a game. Actually, this has been Thymesia. I got distracted a little bit by the... I almost said Onimusha. I was like, this is Onimusha. No, it isn't. I downloaded Onimusha. I wanted to play that off screen. But... Anyway, this has been Thymesia. Thank you so much for watching. Next episode, things are gonna get real, okay? Next episode is gonna be mostly gameplay level and boss fights. I promise, okay? This level was just a tutorial and me yapping. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you around, glitches. Leave a like, subscribe, description below. A lot of free stuff for you guys, if you want to go check those out. They're just free stuff, really. Like, if you got a laptop or PC, free music, free theming, free whatever. It's in the description. Bye-bye! See you in part 2. Same day, I think. Probably. Yeah!